Hello, hello, and welcome. Okay. Hey, Remy, how's it going? How's it going? I got my snack. You guys got your snacks? Got my cookie. Made these last night. Yeah, I made cookies last night. I made him on live. Did I do them live? I think. Yeah, I did them live. Hey, Will, nice to see you. So, yeah, I had a busy day today, Remy, and I had to go for a drive. Took my doggy, and it was a really beautiful day to go for a drive. It was like 17 out, 17 Celsius, and it was so nice to drive. And if you haven't seen the other reading I did earlier when I got back, I did a collective reading, and God answered my prayer today. So my tire was very flat, and I didn't have no change on me. I had like $1.50, and I needed air, and it was $2.50. And so I prayed that I would find a place that I can get air for free, and I did. So, and the guy didn't mind at all. I was like, what, I hope I can pay you back one day. And so he said, no, don't worry about it. And I said, God bless you. Like, I prayed for it. So I said, God bless you, because God bless him. God will bless him. So I wanted to show you guys that God is real. You know what I mean? If you have to have faith, though. I'm driving an hour drive I went to get cigarettes, so because I can't afford to pay like what they cost in the store. I could never afford that. Hey, Steffi. I tried to school you a message last night. I was caught up in bad stuff, and that couldn't be heard back from you. Oh, like I thought you I thought you wanted to just chat about like moderating and stuff like that. So I was gonna set up a StreamYard and talk about to my moderators about stuff like that. If I'm planning something, right? And I was like a little confused last night. Yeah, and you did say you didn't, then I thought you needed a reading. You wanted a reading or whatever, right? So it's like I wasn't sure, and then I didn't see anything in the PayPal, so I just thought that you just wanted to talk as a moderator. But yeah, but I was really busy today. I did do the one live for the collective. I didn't do an all signs because I was coming on here tonight to do message for any new subscribers, a free message. And after that, it's $4.44, same as yesterday. There's a lot I'd like to discuss, but most of it can be saved for later. Also, don't know if I'd be comfortable with talking about some of it. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's what the private readings are for, if you need one of those. So, and yeah, and I have a good price. I know that you can't find that price for readings anywhere else. So I think it's I can't. It costs a lot of energy to do this, time, energy. Yeah. Yeah, like moderators in here, like that'd be helpful. Like there's stuff I can tell you guys like that would be helpful for like a moderators in a reading channel like that. Like you guys are doing well. Like you talk to each other. You guys all a lot of you guys know each other, and when there's new people come in, you guys do it well. You all talk to each other, all that. But the extra help would be like to post links, like other readings that the reader has done, so that if people are done there, they can go and watch some more. You know what I mean? That will get me the watch hours up, right? And that's what I need is I need some help. And like people can go watch all the readings, and I've done so many of them, they are still good. People still get a lot of good information from all of them. So yeah, just randomly post like the latest videos I have uploaded like on here. That would be helpful. Yeah, like I used to have like moderators that knew what they were doing, and they just showed up. You know what I mean? So uh, when I get back more into it, like I'm just like literally coming back where I've come back every day, and I can't promise people that I'm working on it. Like I'm working on being consistent, right? So that is something I'm working on, and so I'm working on myself, working on being more consistent, and so that the algorithm will start like recognizing me more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I got to do my part too. I got to keep being here. But yeah, but we can have discussions like what I mean, like after, like when we go, like if I'll set up a live stream, and then I could send it to Remy, and I can send it to Will, and then and I think Tracy's my other moderator on here, and I'm not sure, but I think Arky is a moderator, or she told me not to make her a moderator. I freaking know. But I don't know. I think she's moderator on my other one. I don't know. Like I can't keep it straight who's a moderator where, right? Like you know what I mean? So yeah. So like this channel, I want just like moderators that can help with like posting links and stuff like that, and even share me out on their community tab, so that everybody can have a happy life. You know what I mean? Because I'm a healer. I'm not just a tarot reader. I'm a healer too, and I do help heal. And so that's what I do, and that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm not doing it the like conventional way where I just learned. I'm just doing this from like, because so I guess I got to tell part of my story to tell you this part. But I had needed a counselor for so freaking long, like so long. And there was no way to get one. Like there was no way to get one. I couldn't get one, whatever. And then I was told that, you know what I mean? By the time you find out that you can actually get one, and then by that time, like you're already like well on your way of healing yourself through this, what I'm doing. Um, I found out now like that I don't really like fit the conventional counseling. Now that I've been doing this, and it's helping me, and it's helped me to get where I am already. And so when I was asking for help, nobody wanted to help me, right? And then once I was doing this, and I needed them to kind of like, take me under their wing and push me up, like, help me out. You know what I mean? They're professionals, and they could have like, even helped me out, like, and rebuilding my life, I've started doing this. And as I'm healing myself, I'm helping others heal. And it started out rocky. The first 2 years, it was rocky for me, really rocky on here. And, what I mean? I had to learn to really ground myself, learn to protect myself, learn all the whole YouTube streets. That was a whole other thing, right? And like really finding out what groups are like, different groups of people are like, there's a lot that I had to learn, that I never thought I'd have to learn. You know what I mean? Because I just wanted to read cards, and I just wanted to help people, and I didn't want to have to know all this stuff about YouTube. So there was a lot of extra that I ended up having to learn. But why would I give up now after I've tried so long, and worked so hard? So I have done this on my own, other than the Most High has helped me. I mean, like, people have, like, you guys, my audience, my subscribers are the ones that have helped me get where I am. So it's all thanks to you that the channel is the size it is. I never I never thought it doesn't feel any different. You know what I mean? Like, having 700 subscribers for so long, and then because I was healing still and stuff, so I was mostly doing oracle readings and stuff, and I try not to steer people the wrong way, because I wanted to be an example, and so I was very careful of how I represent myself, and that's actually taught me to learn to control more of my emotions and stuff like that, being on here, and learning also how not to trust certain people, and all that stuff, but also showed me that there is still good people too. I still cannot figure out how to share out. Didn't I show you this before on StreamYard? Next time, I will show you on StreamYard, okay? We'll go through it. Yeah. And if you have Facebook, a link to your Google account or whatever, I think that it just goes it shows up, and then you just click on either Facebook or there's a whole bunch of other links, but I don't share on any of the other links that show up. But YouTube shows up. When I hit share, every video, on the bottom of every video, there's a button that says share. You click that button, share, and something will pop up. It'll ask you if you want to share it on YouTube. It'll ask you if you want to share it on Facebook or whatever, right? So there's other ones, LinkedIn. I don't go any of that stuff, but you can share it different ways, email, whatever. So you can share it like that. So whatever you have set up, I don't know how you have things set up, but that's how I can tell you, but not show you right now because I'm not on StreamYard. But today I posted the link of what private readings are, what the cost of private readings are, where you get the link, and then you get a link sent to you with your, with the live link that you can come and join the reading live. And so the first reading is $11 for one question, and that's the whole reading. And then the second is 2 questions for $22. For 22 minutes, I guess. And then the other one's $44. So that's how I had it. I haven't changed it, but I will be changing it soon. But that's what I have so far. But I also, when I come on here and I do the specials, when I come on here, do the live, if you already are a subscriber, support my cause, and by paying $4, the title says $4.44, right? And then you get a mini reading on here, personal but not private, obviously, but I'll be discerning with what I say too. I did share it to my channel. It goes to post, not to YouTube. Yeah, it goes to the YouTube post. Yes, that's how you share it. And then if you do that, so that a way that a person would know that you shared them out, you would put the @ sign, and then the person's channel. Then you click in, you put the @ you put in, for me, you put in KASS, and then I'll pop up, and then you click which one, and then it highlights it, and then I will know that you shared me out. So if people have shared me out and they didn't put the @ sign, they didn't tag me in it, then I wouldn't know. So that's what I know. That's how you do that part. Yeah, and on Facebook, like for my Facebook, it shows me like, do you want to share it on like Instagram, Facebook plus Facebook? So I do both. I click on both of them. I think, oh no, it's changed again. Now it says, do you want to post it to Facebook community? And then it says, do you want to post it to YouTube? On Facebook, it says, do you want to post it as a YouTube video? Yeah, so I highlight all three of them. And sometimes I'll tag my other Facebook in it, which I'll just tag, I'll put @ and then I'll put my other Facebook, tag it in there. So yeah, anybody new here, subscribe and hit that like button, share them out if you like, and ask a question. You get one free question, like one free message from a question, and many, like, not like a long reading or anything, but like a mini explanation of what you're asking. A few cards. So yeah, we can have the whole moderator, private things that you want to keep private, kind of conversation after, like when we set up a StreamYard, and I won't go live, whatever. I'll just send the links to people that I want to talk to. Is the person I am thinking of a good person for me to bond with? All right, I'll answer that. I'll do a message for you, Rami, as long as as long as it's not me that you're asking, because if you're asking that about me, you can just ask me. But I mean, if it's somebody else, then I'll do the reading, then I'll do the message for you. Because I've had this happen before, okay? Someone asked me, okay, someone personally, and on Facebook, I didn't know them, met, like, I mean, that's when I first started my YouTube channel, and I added people from Facebook for the YouTube channel, like, so that they can know where I am, whatever, right? I let people become friends on my Facebook, the one Facebook, anyways. He messaged me, he wanted a reading, right? And so I met up with them, and he decided, I said, where do you want to have the reading? Like, where do you think is a good place to do the reading, where you feel comfortable, right? He picked the beach, and I agreed, like, that's a good place, that's, very relaxing place to do a reading. So when I got to the beach, well, he didn't really want a reading from me. And you know how I found out? I started doing the reading. And then what he wanted to know about was love. And so his mind was towards me. And so that really pissed me off. And when I found that out, that he paid me to have a date, basically, but faked having a reading, like, you know what I mean? Pretended to have a reading. I found out it was a date because I'm like, are you talking about me? And like, are you thinking about me in this reading? And then he's like, yeah. And then he's like, so do you want to go for a walk now? I was like, excuse me? No. And I left. So yeah, it happened to me. I was catfished. So I don't like to go in public, do any readings for people now. I just like to stay on YouTube now. But yeah. So that's why I asked you that. Because that's one rule. You can't ask about me. If you want to ask me anything, you have to ask me, ask me. Blunt out, plain blunt, ask me. Don't ask for a reading for that. That's deceiving for me. Like if people want to know about me or anything and they ask a message about me, that is like something that doesn't really work out well for the person that asked that. But yeah, my instincts told me that, and that I was right. Are we going to have a better month? Oh, okay, well, I'll see. All right, we're going to pull some angel messages as we start. That was wrong on what he did. So it happened. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I've learned to protect myself after a while. You know what I mean? Because your intentions have to be clear, and you can't be deceiving. And that's deceiving if people try to do that kind of shit. If people have to, like for me, I agree. I say if people have to get a reading on me and get me to do the reading on myself, because they can't talk about what they question about me, that really pisses me off. Really pisses me off. All right, so we have Archangel Michael. You are safe. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you and your loved ones at home. So we got the right angel here tonight for us. Where'd you go, Rami? I don't need to know who it is. I just need to know if it's not me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. One more, let me get 2 more angel messages, or 2 more angels that are going to be with us tonight for the reading. This is going to be a successful night. It's just going to be a successful night. Body, mind, and spirit. How's the night going to go? What angels are we going to need tonight? So we are safe. Oh, there's another angel. It says teaching and learning. That's what we always do. You know, we learn and then we teach it to others. You know, we have experience. We talk about our experiences to others. That's teaching others. You know, teaching and learning. Archangel Zadiko. Keep an open mind. Then teach. Keep an open mind. Learn new ideas. Learn new things, and then teach them to others. I'm a triple air sign, you know. My mind is very clear and nobody can mess with my mind. That's one thing I know. Nobody can manipulate my mind no more. Because my emotions are in control. I have my emotions in control. One more angel. Gifts from God. Archangel Senapal. We angels are bringing you gifts from God. Open your arms to receive. And moon cycle. Yes, we are going through that moon. That really, like, it can be like a... I watched a really good video last night about the astrological planet and all the things that because of the moon and what's happening in our energy, what we can feel, what we're feeling, and stuff like that. It was really interesting. But yeah, we have moon cycle on Archangel Haniel. Notice how the reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they are signifying divine guidance. Wait, no, that's not this one. It's close, but I do not memorize my angel messages. Notice how the moon affects your energy, and manifesting and capitalizing on this at this cycles is good, you know, because see how she's like got like the three there, the three doves there. So like body, mind, and spirit. In antique leadership, Archangel Gabriel, it's time for you to assume leadership and lovingly guide others. That's what I'm here for. Spread your wings. Spread your wings, baby. Did you guys get your snacks so you don't get hangry? So you don't get hangry? The moon was beautiful in Texas, was it? It was like clear, like it was interesting. So like, you know how like when the videos, when you make upload a video and there'll be like the three pictures. Well, the one picture showed me how like the sky was really lit up at a certain point last night, and that was the lighter part of the moon, and then the darker part of the moon. So like I saw like a half dark, half light moon last night, and then I saw it getting more like more lighter as the night went on. I mean, the morning went on. It was like 4 in the morning when I saw this. And so it was about halfway, 4 in the morning. So I'm sure you could have probably still seen the moon in the morning. I was like, if I had like, you know, one of those, if my camera held a charge, for some reason it doesn't. It's probably because I've been using it on my camera, but as a camera. But if I could have put like time lapse video on for that, that would have been cool. I have some gummy bears. Well, I'll let you enjoy them one more time before I ruin that fun for you, because I watched a video last night that tells you how bad they are for you and what's in them. So I'm not gonna ruin your gummy night. I know I like them too until we can make our own though. You can definitely make your own. No, you could tell me it's okay. I don't really remember what it exactly said, but there was quite a few things on the list. And one of them I already knew. I knew about I didn't know exactly how, and that was kind of graphic too, about the coffee beans. That's the only reason I actually watched that video. They said, after this, you're going to think about twice about coffee you drink and stuff like that. And like, I don't drink that kind of coffee anyway. So it doesn't matter for me, because I don't drink that coffee where those animals poop out the beans, and then whatever their enzymes or whatever are good for you and whatever. But they naturally are, if they're in a natural habitat, these animals, whatever these creature things are. But the way they're doing it is they're mass manufacturing it, which they means that they're feeding these poor little animal things. They're feeding them coffee seeds or beans or whatever they call, like before they dried and stuff, and it's really bad for their system or whatever. And then that's why the coffee is not what it's a really expensive coffee, but they're hurting animals to do that. And by the time people think that they're getting this really good coffee, they're getting it from tortured animals. They're like force fed. But that was just a coffee thing, I remember, because I'm a coffee drinker, right? I know that I probably a fool, but I will still ride it out to the end. I know I'm probably a fool, but I'll ride it out to the end. Did I miss something there, Stiffy? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Must have missed something. And there's my other moderator. I forgot who my other moderator was. Thanks for coming to remind me. Thanks for coming to remind me who the other moderator was. Thanks for being here, Fire and Air. I'm just doing free messages to new subscribers tonight and people that have been subscribers but never had a message before. So that's what I'm doing here tonight. Oh, Will asked me for a message. Right, Will. I was going to do that because Will barely ever asks for a message. So Will gets one. Where are you, Will? Were you asking? I think you were asking about your dad, right? Can you repost what you were asking, Will? I'm doing good. How you doing, girl? How did you look at the moon last night? Or like some places it's today. All right, well, I'm going to look at it today again. Maybe it was, I thought some people said it was last night. I've been coming on every day for like 3 days, I think now, 3 or 4 days, where I've been doing live readings for like a first time I did like an hour, then I did like 2 hours. And no, yesterday I did 3 hours. I don't know. And a couple times I did like 2 hours or 1 hour or 2 hours or something like that live, free readings to new subscribers. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. And I just thought I had as I was listening to reading chat. Oh, ew. So yeah, I'm doing also for people that have already been subscribed or whatever, but they want a quick message or whatever, like a quick mini reading. It's $4.44. Good deal today. So everybody gets something. Not about anyone here, just about me and my situation. Well, Stiffy, I'm sure you can shoot me a couple bucks. Shoot me $5, right? Just 1.5 or 4.44 actually. And I'll do a mini reading. I gotta make a little bit, you know. I mean, I'm trying to make a little bit of money for my son's birthday, and also to take my dog to the vet, and I do need help with that. So, and that's why I'm doing the deals on the reading. You know what I mean? I know readings are worth a lot more, but I enjoy doing it, and if I have the time and the energy, and I need to do this, so. I mean, people throw money around everywhere else, and then they come here and just want a free ride every time. It's funny. It's funny how I notice it over the last year. And I don't mean to call anybody out. I'm just saying a lot of people have done that to me. Anyways, let's have a bite of a cookie. Have a bite. I know my readings are good, and I know that. So I made peanut butter cookies with banana, like dried bananas, ground it up, and I put that in there. So good. You can taste the banana and the peanut butter. So good. And instead of flour, I used oatmeal. And I also the oatmeal, I busted it up with the buster. All right, well, I'm sorry, Stiffy, but whatever. Yeah, if I had the energy, I'd send it to you for free too, but I don't. I've been manipulated, taken advantage of by too many. Well, I appreciate the thought, but the thought ain't gonna help me. I don't mean to be rude or mean or anything. But yeah, anyways, sending you lots of love. Hey, main girl. You donated last night. Did you donate last night, main girl? Yes. Yeah, okay, I thought you did. And I think you misunderstood me because the 444 is only for here. Like that price is only for here for live. But if you want like a private reading, it's the first tier is $11.11 because it's not really worth to set up a link and all that. It's a lot of work to set up a link and everything for just one person for $4. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of work. Oh, no, you wouldn't have. No, that was what it, you know what I mean? No. But yeah, you sent me an email too with your question, right? You want to know about spirit. And that's something that, it's not like that private. It's not like something that you're going through, like, that you can't really share with the world and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I don't think anything that private's going to come out. And if it did, I would shut, I know I'm going to shut my mouth. You know what I mean? Anyways, I can do that for you right now if you want. Yeah, it was getting late. I was tired last night. I did 3 hours last night? Anyways, yeah, so I can do a reading for. Oh yeah, and Will wanted. I'll get to you. So don't leave, Will. I'll get to you in a minute. I keep forgetting because Will doesn't normally ask me ever for a reading, ever. And he asked me tonight something, and I wanted to do that for Will after, but I will get Will after, and then I will, yeah. Or if you want, I can do Will first, and then I'll do you, main girl, because you just got here, so you got some time to chill, right? And Will, I did ask you. Yeah, that's why I forgot because I don't know if I asked you to post what you wanted me to ask, Will, and then I forgot to look to see if you posted that. I'm so bad today. My ADHD is like coming out today. All right, you're staying here. Awesome. You're great. You're awesome. All right, I think you were asking about your dad, but I just want to make sure. All right. No, Dad, I split the tarot and at the Hermit. Hey, maybe I'm gonna. You know what, Will? I'm gonna use your deck. I hope I can read the. It is Spanish, but hopefully I can see what they are. The phallic or whatever the symbols are. On it, very good. Will got me this antique deck, and I don't really have never really. I've used it once, I think. So might as well do it on Will's reading. Since Will knows these, he saw these cards before I did. They're like more the old fashioned, like they're also like Roman, kind of like Spanish. Yes, we're gonna use these ones for you, Will. Hot damn, those are incredible. Thank you. And they shuffle so easily too. Like they slide. It just like kind of. You got them from me last year. Was it last year on my birthday, right? And he also got me a beautiful necklace too, with amethyst. Will is my longest moderator. Okay, he's been my moderator for 7 years, or whatever it is. However long I've been here, for real. Like he's been my moderator the whole time. You're welcome, Will. All right, see. Now, what would you like? I want to do your question. So you just wanted to know if your dad is going to recover fully, or if he's going to recover soon. What was the question? I know it was about your dad, but I can't remember. Let me see if I can find it, Will. If not, you can post it again. No, I can't find it. Yes, his recovery. All right. All right, for Will, Archangel Michael, Archangel Zadok, Archangel Sanapal, and Archangel Haniel. Will would like to know his dad's going to recover promptly. Yes, because you got the like. Is that the Lovers? Oh no. So let me do it again, because is his dad gonna have a full recovery? Is his dad gonna have full recovery? Yeah, it's there was like the Three of Cups there. That's a positive card. But I'm just making sure that I'm reading them right, you know. Oh, that's the Hangman. It's going to take a bit of time. And that is the Ten of Wands. And the King of Cups. So yeah, it's going to take some time to heal, you know. And then he got the we have the King of Cups. So with love, I think your dad's he just needs some time. He needs to have some time to just like heal. Heal also, like, you know, and emotions do heal, like love heals. I believe love heals. What is this card here? Well, this is the moon. I'm going to clarify with my other cards too, because I want to make sure I know which cards. These are very simple when I'm looking at. That's the Ten of Wands. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's the Ten of Wands. So is the Ten of Wands there because Will is worried? Yeah, you're worried. Look at that, the Ten of Wands. You're very, you know, it's a lot of burden. You know, it's a heavy burden having your dad being sick, you know. So, and then you have the King of Cups, right? So like, I feel like you are doing exactly what he needs. You're giving him what he needs, you know. So how's your dad doing? Like, is he, I've been really worried about my dad. How old is your dad now? He's a little bit better. His back really hurts. He's 79. He's about my mom's age. My mom's like 75. I know. Hold on. I think my mom is like, she's born 1950. Okay, I give up. I forget now. She's 70 or 70 something or 80 something. I'm not sure. Yeah, my mama's getting up there in age too. No. Is he already walking? Your mom was born 1950? And how old is your mom? Because that's how old my mom is. But yeah. Your mom is 77. Okay, yeah. So that makes sense. Yeah. All right. 11/11 I just saw. Oh, that was 11/14 I just saw. We just had the full moon in 14. Well, today is the 14th. Why is the hangman here will he have a full recovery? Well, maybe not, like he's not gonna be 20, but you know what I mean? For his age, is he gonna have a full recovery from his injury? Yeah, because you know what? He's got the masculine love, which is you, and then he's also got the feminine love, which is your mom, you know? Has this affected, like, you know, I feel like he's upset. He might be upset that it has affected his work, you know. Or maybe you are upset that like, you know, that it's affecting your other things that you want to do or something. I think it's him though. Yeah, it shows me that you've been really worried about your dad. But no. It was very shocking too when he did whatever, like, you know, you were very shocked and you have had a lot of sleepless night, you know, you've had a lot of worries. But you know what? It's showing me that you're strong, and you know, those are your parents, you know what I mean? Those are your parents, and they're strong, you know, they know what to do. Like, you know, they know themselves as well. So I think because you guys all have each other, there's so much, like, you help each other. Like if your parents, like I feel like your parents are off, like because I know you for so long, I know your parents are well off because you help them a lot. Like you're somebody that always helps your parents, and so they always have to be there to help when they need you. I think you need to stop worrying so much, okay? It's not the child that's supposed to worry, okay? Because when you worry, they'll worry. You know, if you worry, your parents will worry about you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're always there for him, and you know that's all you can do is be there and do what he needs you to do. Is there anything else that Will could do to help his dad that would help him to recover, to stay healthy? Be strong for him. Have that, be inner strong for him. Have that inner strength for him, the spiritual strength for him. And, you have your mom, right? There's the Mother Earth right there. And your mom is very strong too. She has a lot of inner strength. You do have a happy family. You are a happy family. All right. I hope that helps you, Will. Give your cares and the worries to the angels. Give it to Archangel Michael. And also Archangel Haniel. Archangel Haniel helps us with our feelings, our emotions, and you're going to be feeling it maybe because of this moon and Mercury, and your planet is in Mercury too. I mean, your sign is in Mercury too. You feel it a lot. Earlier I was cooking there, and I was just like, I was on the phone, and with my mom and my sisters, and I was starting to cook my meat, like I was starting to cook my turkey piece, whatever, and I was making some mashed potatoes, and then I don't even know what I was thinking, but all of a sudden I just wanted to tear up and start crying. Like literally, I had no idea where that was coming from. Yeah. So I understand that we are in retrograde into Mercury. We're retrograding into Mercury, which is communication, and it can affect our communication too, and it can affect how we communicate at the retrograding time. You know what I mean? And we had an eclipse in that, all of that at once. So that's a lot. So there's people that are gonna feel a little bit more than others. Stiffy, you're still here? Main girl, there you go. You're back. All right. I can do your reading now. Venus and Mercury. Yeah, that's right. Venus and Mercury in retrograde. Yeah. So that's like our emotions, which is Venus, which is our feelings, which is our feminine emotions, and which is really our feelers. And then keep talking about our feelings. No, this is the time to talk about your feelings, what you're feeling. Because once you get it out there, it can't control you anymore. The fear of telling what you're feeling is what's keeping you down. Like, you know what I mean? And when Mercury retrograde and when Mercury comes in, if you have Geminis around you, if you had Virgos around you, shit's going to be talked about. It's going to be talked about. It's going to be dissected, and it's going to be healed. That's what I see right now, because I feel like if you are, especially if you're a Gemini, you are emotionally open because you are so close to Cancer, the sign next to you, you know what I mean? Then you also have Venus on your other side. Taurus is the Venus sign. So you got the moon and you got the Venus on one side and you got the moon on the other side, you know what I'm saying? Of your signs, like your neighboring signs. So emotions, this moon is about emotions, feelings, and it's also about talking about them. Mercury energy. Why do you think I'm just like been doing, like I have not stopped. So when I finish a reading, I'm like, why do you think you're done? Like literally yesterday, I'm like, just because I did one reading doesn't mean I've done my job today. Like, that's how I need to set my mind, right? Like, just because I've done one reading doesn't mean I haven't got tons of other ideas for readings. So I can do more. And so that's the way you have to start setting your mind. It's like, just because you feel like, oh, I've done one reading now I'm done. No, that's not how it works. So yeah, persistence is key. All right, main girl. All right, see, what does spirit have for main girl? You're here, right? I have main. I'll give mine to Stiffy if he's here. Stiffy is the girl. Stiffy is a female. I just wanted to support you. Yes. Well, thank you, main girl. So I know I'll do it for you. You know, Stiffy's playing, okay? She's just playing. She ain't triggering me today. I don't let her play games with me. It's okay. Thanks for being compassionate, though. You know what I mean? People are not going to stay behind a mask if they're going to get that personal with me. Alrighty. Let's see. For me, my main girl here. Show me what the spirit messes, mama. Let's see. So I feel like you're holding back a lot about your, like, a lot that you've already, like, that I feel like you're holding back a lot that you're healing right now. And you are standing in your independence too, girl. That's what spirit is saying, because first card is like, you may be budgeting right now as well. That could be a budgeting card, but you are learning to heal past things that were not good for you, toxic things, and you're learning to be independent. So you're learning to deal with your shadow side. Basically, we all have one, right? So we're not gonna put it there. We're gonna find out why is the four. Okay, that flipped in reverse, right? So yeah, you're trying to heal that, and you are holding back because you are just learning to love yourself, and you're learning to also know that you are worth, nurturing yourself. And this is the Empress, and you don't need to chase nobody. You know what I mean? That's why you're holding back. Maybe that's what I see here. You may be holding back from somebody, or holding back your energies or your pentacles from somebody, because you wait for people to come to you. Let's see, why is the Empress here for main girl, for her, what spirit has for her with the Four of Pentacles? Maybe you have to save a little bit, or put a little bit away for something, for nurturing yourself, becoming the Empress after all the stuff that you went through. I don't know what you went through, and I don't even know you, but it showed me the Devil, so you may have gone through a lot, a lot of things, maybe toxic people, toxic things that were not good for you. So the Four of Swords here, King of Swords, is like Archangel Michael, right? So it's Archangel Michael is protecting you as you are nurturing yourself and becoming an Empress, if you're not already. All right. So we have the King of Pentacles here. So so it's also showing me that if Archangel Michael is protecting you from people that would take that little bit that you have, that you could use on yourself, he's protecting you, so that the only way that people, so once we're the Empress, people will come to us like this, okay? Like a King of Pentacles. They won't be coming like a page. They will be coming like a knight. When people see you as an Empress, you are all queens. You can be the Queen of Hearts. You can be like Queen of Cups, Queen of Love, or you can be the Queen of Air, Swords, or Truth, or you can be that's the logic queen. And then you got the Queen of Pentacles, which is someone that's very down to earth. Could be a little bit materialistic at the time. She cares about her money too, and her wealth. and she could be a good business person, right? So those are all queens together. And then you got the Queen of Fire, which is spirit. When you're high vibrational, you are, that is spirit. And also it is creativity. And it's also confidence. So when you're embodying all those queens, then, and that's why somebody here is protecting you. The angel is protecting you so that you don't accept nobody but a King of Pentacles. But somebody that's serious about you. You know what I mean? And you have learned to emotionally ground yourself. What else does Spirit have for her? What else does Spirit have for her? I think this is about learning your self-worth, and you're doing that, and you're energetically being protected. I don't know if you have any people in your life that are masculines that are of good energy, of logic, and and stable energy and balanced energy and stuff like that. I don't know if you have anybody like that, but yeah, somebody is going to come and give you something. Yeah, somebody's coming towards you because you are the Queen of Swords, and that's how they're coming with their open heart, right? So not open heart really, but they're coming to offer their maybe ask you out for a drink or something. That's the Knight of Cups. So yeah, and here also it give you maybe if this is love, somebody here's coming in once you've done the nurturing yourself, they're coming in and giving you some love and maybe telling you the truth about something too, that they've been watching you and spying on you. Maybe somebody's watching you. They're really excited about you. They think you're their Two of Cups. But yeah, they're working on themselves now. Now they gotta meet you. They gotta meet you now, okay? So they gotta meet you where you are. You can't go back to their level, okay? So that's what I see. Because they think that you're not gonna make a decision, even though you are Two of Cups. You know what I mean? Even though you are that. So they feel like that they are invested. They do regret not seeing it before. They do regret it. They do feel invested, but I feel like they think that you're not going to be able to, you're not going to make it, you're not going to choose them or something. Yeah, this could be a past life connection too, either they wish for you or you wish for them, okay? So it's a wish come true, okay? So there just needed to be more fairness, and I think that's why it ended. Somebody was being unfair and giving to the wrong people, whether it's their energy, their money, their things, whatever, their time, whatever. They were giving it to someone else that didn't deserve it, right? Instead of you. And that's why things ended in the past. And they have had a lot of time to think, maybe even 4 years. I don't know. So take that how it resonates, my love. All right, there was a lot of fighting, and you know this already. There was fights that went on between you and them. Somebody from the past, okay? There's always someone from the past. If it's not the past, it's somebody that's gonna come into your life that you're gonna feel like you've known them from your past. And it may be okay, so if we meet a soulmate in our life or whatever, if we meet a twin flame or soulmate or somebody that we have a very close spiritual connection, and things don't work out with that person, you be damn sure you're going to meet their familiar. Okay? A familiar is somebody that reminds you just of them. And there's the same problems in that friendship, relationship, whatever it is. Okay? So that's how history repeats itself. People think, oh, they don't deal with their past. They're just going to go move on with a new person in love. Nope. You're going to attract exactly what you just left. Because you're not healed. Because you haven't healed you haven't finished what you started. That's what I see. I appreciate it so much. Lots of good info there. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Spirit. You're welcome. I'm just the messenger. The messenger. So yeah, that I like reading for people. I like helping people. And also like when things come up that I remember about things that I know, like very, very wise things that I know. And if they come in, if they pop in, like when I'm doing a reading for someone, that could resonate, even that story that I tell at that moment, that could resonate somehow for you too, even the story. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying that, because also when it comes to zodiac signs, a lot of us, a lot of us have the same energies in our charts, and we attract the same types of people. So we go through the same types of things. I have learned that, there's at least probably out of 1,000, there's probably 100 people that are going through exactly the same thing out of those 1,000. And they could be all over the world at one time. You know what I'm saying? So, universe is big. Like, this earth is big. And when you're on YouTube, like, your video could end up anywhere. You could be reaching anywhere, people. You know what I mean? You could meet people you never would have thought you would ever even meet, or you would never have met if it wasn't for like, having social media. Yes, the universe is so big, but also so small, right? That's if you live in little villages. Like some of us, then it feels like the little village is not big enough for for some people to all exist in the same place. It can be, even for an adaptable person, it can be quite challenging at times. And sometimes you just gotta avoid the things that are being thrown at you. You just gotta you just gotta learn to duck. Okay, you hear something, you hear somebody screaming down the hallway. Okay, somebody's having a bad day today. Yeah, you don't want to talk to them today. You don't want to even look at them today. And you want to keep your door closed unless you actually have to get outside. Because you don't even want them to look at you, because they'll send you the evil eye. We all have one of those in the building. And they're just mad, and so they think about you while they're mad, and then they start cursing things. They start coming at your mouth, like they start cursing you. I heard my neighbor the other day. He's like, I was in here and I heard him. He's like, effing bitch, and her dog. I was like, what? What the fuck did I do to you? What the heck did I do to you? I did nothing to you. So yeah, that was the one across the hall, and I'm sure he was talking about me and my dog. And the only thing I've been doing all winter is walking her down the hallway, and that was her exercise. Like, she couldn't walk out there in the snow, and she needed exercise, or else I couldn't get her back to health then. Beautiful message. Thank you, Will. Did I already read it? I don't know. But yeah. So any new people, get a message? Come on, ask a question. So I guess I scared Romeo away. Romeo away. It's funny how people want to ask you things, and that's very deceiving. Like, to ask a psychic something about That's ballsy. That's all I'm saying. Didn't expect that. Did not expect that. But yeah. But yeah, my intuition tells me when people are not being honest with me. And I started my channel to not let people get away with it. Because it bothers me when people think that they can get away with it. And now that I've been doing what I'm doing for 7 years and people still think that I'm not going to know, that I'm not going to sense it. I'm a dog owner. I sense a lot of things. I'm a dog owner. Yeah. I sense when people are being deceitful to me. And I used to just like laugh about it, whatever, but not no more. Yeah, we see and know. And no more manipulating me. You can't manipulate a triple mind fuck. I can fuck your mind up triply if I wanted to. But I'm not like that. I'm not in my low vibrational energy anymore. But like, that's why I stay away from like toxic people, because I can turn toxic if I stick around them. Like being manipulated and they look at you like you're dumb. Like, I know fake nobody. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't fake. I'm for real. And I gone through that one already. What that happened already. Somebody tricking me into a date, basically, and they paid for it. That's the ridiculous part too. And this guy that did that, I was like mentioning on my channel, and that's why I sometimes keep my shit to myself, what I want and stuff like that. Because there will be somebody that will be literally just create everything that you want. They'll be listening, they'll create everything that you want, and they'll come up to you, and then they'll have everything that you ever wanted. And that's not been created, honestly. It has it now. And that's what this person did. Like, I was like mentioning, if I had a friend with a vehicle or whatever to pull my camper and we go camping or whatever, right? I could go, a bunch of friends, we can go camping. And then this dude went and bought a freaking truck. A brand new truck. Yeah. That was the same one that paid for his date. I didn't give him his money back either. He didn't ask for it back, but yeah. He asked me to go for a walk after that, like just walk. I said, hell no, I'll see you later. So that wasn't cool at all. And then I did embarrass him, I think. He hid on Facebook. He like hid me on, I think he like deleted me, blocked me and all that shit because I embarrassed him publicly. Yeah, I'm not going to hold that shit back when people try to mess with me. I've had also other spiritual people that were working the dark side, had them try to fuck with me. And, they did maybe partially fuck with me a little bit, but it ended eventually, right? So now that I have my angels watching over me when I do my readings, I don't sit here and worry of like negative energies trying to attach itself to me. One day I'll make a video, the type of man, if my heart was fully healed, what type of man I would want next, the last one, what that would be. And I won't do that, and I won't do that probably for a while. And it has nothing to do with how much money he has or any of that stuff. So, and also, yeah, the one thing is, this person would have to be completely honest with me, completely honest. And they also can't be a pushover. They can't be a pushover. And if they are unhealed, they need to heal. Because I'm not going to be the next person's therapy. If I'm somebody's therapist, I'm not going to be dating them. I've been the therapist, the nurse, the everybody for the guys that I've dated. I'm not doing that again. No. I'll be the therapist for my kids, and that's it. My son asked me that once. He told me that once. He says, I want you to counsel me, Mom. That was years ago when he was young. I want you to be my counselor. He doesn't remember saying that, though. Exactly. The next man's going to be entirely opposite. I'm not going to have to worry about him. He's going to not worry about me, but he's going to be be aware of me and concerned about me. If I don't show up all of a sudden, I'm supposed to show up. He's going to go look for me, not just sit at home and wait, see if I end up or if they don't hear from me again. Because the last guy, I was in the hospital, and he thought I was just mad at him, and we were never even mad at each other when we separated from each other, like that day, whatever. And I was supposed to pick him up somewhere, and I didn't pick him up. Weren't you wondering why I didn't pick you up? All you'd have to do is go knock on my door, find out why. He didn't do that. Could ask my boys. I was in the hospital for a couple hours, getting intravenous in me. Yeah, didn't even find out if I was there's something wrong. Why I hadn't contacted him. If a man does that, then obviously not worried about you at all. Those are basic. You should expect that from all relations. Exactly. We lived like 2 doors apart from each other. He had to walk like 5 steps to go find out if I was okay, what happened, why didn't I pick him up, Yeah, there were some other things too. And those were just excuses. I'm not even going to mention them, but they were just excuses, obviously. But because he contradicted everything he just said. That'll come out, eventually. And then they go hide when you want to have that conversation. We either go all the way forward or we end it here. We done forever. When you want to have that conversation, they just hide. They pretend they don't exist. That's fucking hilarious too. Well, keep ghosting me. Keep ghosting me, because you know what? Eventually you won't have to ghost me, because I won't be there when you come back. And I know he's watching. I'm sure he's watching lots of times. Here, I just got a heart. It's probably him hitting heart. He probably put somebody up to spy on me too. If you're watching and you got somebody spying on me, hit the heart. Unless it was one of you guys hitting the heart. I'm just kidding. It was you, yeah. That's what I thought. Will's just agreeing with me. Yeah. Well, we all have one that we know is spying on us, and then when we find out that all of a sudden there's more, and people that you never even thought of. People you never even thought of. It happened to me. I had somebody that was kind of freaky though, driving by my house, honking a horn, and then I found out who it was, and I'm like, you wasted how many months me worrying about who the heck this was? I never wanted to see him again, and I meant it the last time I said it to him, and I meant it. So yeah, you never know who's spying on you, because you know what? Geminis leave a good impression on people, especially because, especially in love, because we love men really good, like especially Gemini women. When they love somebody, they love them good. And if you've ever been loved by a Gemini, you know what I'm talking about. They would give you their last whatever, and they'd go without if they love you. And they would expect you to say, no, don't do that. You know what I mean? That's how Geminis are. But we haven't got the people to treat us like that yet. The ones that we are, feel attracted to, I guess. And the grass isn't greener on the other side. The green where you were it. It's green where you water it. Exactly. And I heard another one about that. The grass isn't greener on the other side unless you're on the other side. Unless you are on the other side, you were the good one. And the only reason that your grass wasn't greener when they were there is because they were stomping all over it. I don't know, something like that. I heard it. A meme like something like that. Like, yeah, that does happen though. Like, I want somebody that can take care of themselves, and they don't have to take care of me. They just got to take care of themselves, and then together we take care of each other. Like, they've done it on their own. Well, then you're taking care of yourself. If you're doing things on your own, if you're living alone, you're paying your own bills, you're doing things on your own. That's what I mean. You're taking care of yourself. And if you if you're paying bills and all that, you're taking care of yourself. And then also a lot of people do forget the mental health and stuff. Like, people, it's not so taboo anymore as it used to be. And that's why there were so many people that went down the wrong path in life, because people pretended they didn't see how people were changing and who they were becoming. People acted like they didn't even it didn't even bother them, just they make excuses for them. And I've done it too, oh, well, what are you supposed to do? That's medication from the doctor, you know what I mean? And it's making them really crazy. Like, how do you explain that to kids? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't tell the kids like exactly what they're doing with them to that's why it's happening. Like, it may not be the medication itself that's making them crazy, but it's how they do the medication that's making them crazy. And how do you explain that to kids? Right? Like, it's just like, you just say that's medication, because you don't want to make the kids think that they're a criminal. Yeah. It was a lot. It was a lot, but yeah. And I think that people can be saved if you catch it early enough. Like, if you catch people's depression before they become addicted to something because of their depression or the pain that they're going through mentally, help them before they have to turn to substances. You know what I mean? And also help them while they're already doing substances, before it gets worse, right? That's what I think that should happen. And there should be more people that think that we should create something like that. And I think through oracle readings and like spiritual healing, like what we do here, like what is like a big thing now, all of that does help people like that are going through something. And that's like it's a normal human experience to go through death, you know what I mean? Losing people. But some of them we're not prepared for some of them. And that's the scary part, because we don't even know how we're going to feel, how we're going to act, how we're, I mean, like, how, what I mean? So we have to learn to really have that like very strong spirit, and that's what's going to save us, having a strong spirit and a mind about the strong spirit, like, not ego, but spirit, because the more we think we're in control of, the more responsibility the creator gives us. So we have to learn to ask for things in a way that we're not asking for more things to put on us. If we're asking for strength, well, how did that make sense one day? I think we should ask for peace, like, when we're very worried about whatever, like, we should give it to the angels and we should ask for peace and joy. We should ask for that. Because if we're asking for strength, then we're not like asking God to take those burdens from us. We're just asking him to make us stronger. That's what I was trying to say. So when we're asking for strength and stuff like that, and then we're just asking for God to teach us to be strong. But if we're asking for some peace and some joy, then God takes some of the burdens and he lightens things up for us, and allows us, not allows us, but gives us some joy, puts that in our life somehow, and some peace too. Yeah, you're right. It goes right along with what you said yesterday about the dark magic and people using it to control others. Yeah. And I see it on these panels too, where people play these games, these mindfuck games. I see it all over the place, but I just can't be part of that anymore. Like, I can't be witness of that anymore, because then I'm just going to be hated. Because if I point things out, I'm going to be hated. So I don't want to be in a place where I have to point things out for people to see that they're being betrayed, or they're being manipulated, emotionally manipulated to do things for some people. And people that are just, always whining and crying about their life, and there's always something going on, and they always need money, and it's always a big story about why they need money. I'm just not part of that game. You know what I mean? I'm just not part. I'm just all by myself over here. Okay. Yeah. And I go to the panels just to chill with people sometimes. Like, some panels I go to chill with people. Yeah. And I know about, I'm manipulating people too. I know about the people that are manipulators. I know about them, So they contradict themselves a lot. I watched like the behavior panel. Okay, I watched all of those guys on the behavior panel. I watched the other guy too that, he's doing videos now about like how they train people for CIA and stuff like that. And you can learn a lot about people by just learning all that stuff. Like, people's reaction, body language. Like I've learned body language a long time ago, but I didn't know the detail, like the details about body language when people talk. So yeah, like you could tell like people are lying. You can tell, and and this is like face to face, reading people's body language and their expressions and stuff like that. I'm a good people reader. I can read people. I can read their energy. I can't read like their mind. Okay. I can read their energy by their body languages. So. I can't read. I don't try to tap into other people's minds. I don't want to live rent free in other people's mind. And I don't want them to live rent free in my mind either. When I say rent free, it's like people that you never like talk to, whatever, and they always want to think about you, whatever. You're just a fantasy. Where did fire and air go? Oh, yeah. A lot of people are over on another panel doing crime stuff and discussing stuff like that. I'm not into it. I'm not into that anymore. I like my peace too much. I'll help all the people that have done crime videos and stuff like that, and stuff. I'll help them heal. I'll be here to help them heal. You're doing you. Yep. I took some time off, like where I took like a little hiatus, and I just kind of like went panel hopping or whatever, YouTube hopping. It's like bar hopping, but on YouTube. You know what I mean? I went to say like hi to everybody, all of the people that I've met over the last year, and before that, I've gone in other people's chats and said hi to them. And now it's time for all those people to return that favor and come to me. Come to me. Yeah, not doing no come to me spells. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want that. If I did spells, like I'd have like a bunch of people lined up tonight, like doing readings. Maybe that's what's different now, because I don't have that anymore. Like, maybe nobody's doing, like, nobody that's part of my channel, whatever, or that's acting like they're part of my channel nobody's like calling people in mentally. Maybe they used to do that. I don't know. But yeah, no, I was just asked the angels how the night was going to go. They said that gifts from God were coming. And it's all about teaching and learning. And we're just sitting here chatting, talking about, it's what we're doing. And we are safe. Or we got sexy Archangel Michael. I love it. Me too. Oh my gosh, my eyes are watering. I think people think that a lot of people bother me and stuff. It's not, and I don't. I'm totally fine. Like people in chat and doing readings for people, quick messages for people. Love doing it, but I just want I don't want a lot of people like physically around me unless you're somebody that I really trust and know. No, for a long time, and you know what I mean. And I'm still trying to get used to people around me. Okay, like I find myself, if I'm around somebody, I just start like, I don't know, I start changing, and I don't like the last friendship that tried to like okay, and if somebody tries to force their friendship on you, that kind of was a red flag for me, and so I didn't want that. And I just saw all the red flags, okay, with that friendship. And then I'm kind of scared off of like friends, because some people are a little bit needy for me, okay? Even just as a friend, like I don't want people around me every day, because I don't want to become them. I don't want them to become me. You know what I mean? I want to stay me, and I want them to stay them. If people are around you all the time, they can start mimicking you, everything about you. You know what I mean? I've had that happen already. So that's why I change up a lot. I never stay the same. And I think a lot of Geminis do that. We're trendsetters. We're not trends. We don't follow trends, like different trends. We set them. That's what Gemini females do. We're fashionistas. I love clothes. Like I've loved clothes since I was young. I used to love like trying on all kinds of clothes. I still haven't made my video. I made a couple cool skirts and I haven't made the video yet. I was gonna like walk down, like up and down and like model them for you guys. I'm gonna do it yet. Team Gemini, yeah. I should just get a bunch of Geminis around me and then just work together. A bunch of Geminis work for the Gemini collective. So the signs that are most around me are like I think all the signs have good side, they have positive energies, they have negative energies. Everybody does, okay? So the negative energy kind of like develops naturally without us even trying, and it's the positive that we need to work on, okay? So that's why it's more about the positive, not so much about the negative. We don't want to focus on the negative. We already know it exists. It's very easy to create negative. But yeah. So we got to figure out like, so the best way to create the perfect group, okay? The best way that would be to create the perfect group is to basically have a friend that has every house, which is the 12 houses, every friend has at least one of those energies. And somewhere in their chart. And that would make a perfect group. Like, I'm a good communicator. And so, because I and so is other Geminis, that's our sun sign. That's the best thing. That's our best gift, right? So, like, it would be best if, like, everybody had that in their sun sign or their moon sign. Or their Chiron. Their Chiron is about healing, and I have that in Aries. So we wouldn't even need 12 people, because a lot of those energies are within a lot, like few people. Okay. So I have, where's my little card? I'll show you. I have just myself. I have all of these energies. Okay. So these are all the planets and shit I have in mind, okay? So like my sun sign is Gemini. My Chiron, which is, and I'll tell you what the planets do. Like the sun is obviously happiness. That's like, that's happiness, all that. There's on my chakra cards. And here's the planet energy and what all the different responsibilities and things that it has. Let me read through it now. Hey, way up, dude. Welcome back. So for me, so Chiron is the healing planet, and that's also the house of Aries. So I have Chiron in Aries. So these are all the planets I have in me and all the things that I can do and good at, whatever. And certain things of how I'm good at them. But anyways, here's air. I'm just using myself as an example today. So you can all go get your chart done. And then you can find out what energy you have and where you fit into different situations. Chiron is about healing. And Chiron is the pain, like, you go into the pain, you have to go through the pain and healing. So Chiron is my first planet, which is my first house, which is Aries, right? So that's even for me more important than my sun sign is. Like, oh, la, 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 happiness, you know what I mean? Like, that is more important to me because that's about healing self. And it all starts with healing self and knowing yourself. And that's what I learned to do before I even knew my chart, is I learned to know myself. You know how we get like focused on like a boyfriend or friend or whatever and get to know them, right? Get to know yourself, right? And then moon is in Pisces. So my emotions are in my, like, what I dream about, what I wish for, what I fantasize about, like, dreamy energy, that Pisces energy, that playful, fishy, dreamy energy, you know what I mean? The two fishies, like two, it's like two of cups, right? So that is in the moon. And the moon is all about like your pleasures, and your feminism. It's about feeling the moon is about your feelings and your intuition. My feelings and all my intuition are always on point together. So yeah, I have my moon is in Pisces. My Mercury sun, I'm a Mercury sun and I'm a Venus in Aquarius. So my emotions, my Venus, my soft side is with all y'all, okay? Community, people, healing people. Again, the star card Aquarius is healing. And the same with the Venus. Venus is about it's also about your pleasures and stuff. Let me see. Venus is about love and about pleasure as well. And as a tarot, it's about healing. So then I have Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet. Jupiter is about expansion. So I have expansion in my lunar north node in Capricorn. That's what I have in my chart. So that's about my responsibilities. And my ascending lunar north node, like we all going to the north. We come from the south, we go to the north, right? So my north node, where I'm going, what I'm creating, also abundance, which is Capricorn energy, utilizing, and also Jupiter energy is expansion. So, and right now, Gemini is in Jupiter energy for the next little while, like still until our birthday, I think. It was for the whole year. Gemini is in Jupiter and the planet Jupiter. And then I have Mars, which is my masculine planet, in Sagittarius. So that's why I pop off at people when they pop off at me. It's my Mars coming out of me, okay? So I like, the reason I say it like that is because this dude was calling me a man or whatever. Oh, you're not a woman, you're a man. You're not a girl, you're a man. And I told him he was a little bitch. A little bitch like you would think that. I said, and I also said, I said, did you know your mom not love you? Yeah, I really put him in his place. Yeah, my Sagittarius masculine energy just came out to play. Gemini wasn't there. It was Sagittarius was there for that moment, and I loved it. But yeah, it was my Mars energy. And my Saggy, and it was on my Saggy friends panel. She was going to stick up for me. I said, no, I got this. I got this today. Because sometimes I can get sensitive of things people say, but not that. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm very masculine because I've had to be a single mom. You know what I mean? Of boys. So what do you want me to be, a little bitch? So, yeah. No, I know when to get in my masculine, when to get in my feminine. I know who to let out. I know who to let out by. You're on to something there. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So then MC planet, and then my MC planet is in Scorpio, which is about transformation, what is about learning how to deal with grief and stuff, like, losing, not everything's forever, learning and understanding that. And then we got Uranus and Pluto. So Uranus planet. So I don't know. So the cardinal points, cardinal points can be any cardinal sign, which is like Cancer, Capricorn, Cancer, and another sign are the cardinal signs. I think Aries, maybe? Yeah, maybe it's Aries. And then Uranus is about Uranus. I know people like to say Uranus. Uranus is about responsibilities and rehabilitation, and I have that in Scorpio. So that's why I'm a good healer, and I can also help people get through grief. It's not pretty. It's not pretty going through grief. I can tell you that. And for those of you that have gone through grief, know that. And I saw this one thing, like, saying years ago, I saw this saying, it's like, people expect their grief to just like go like this, and then when you're actually going through grief, you go like this. It's all scribbles, right? So that's kind of like our mind through grief. It's how we want it to happen, and then how it actually happens. And then we learn from that. So yeah, we need to get a group together, figure out what's in your chart, what your gifts are, what your strongest points are, and you want your strongest points. And most people know already what their sun sign is. So like, what certain signs are good at or whatever by the planets that they're on or whatever, their sun, where their sun is. And on the back of this card, I put it in an epoxy resin. On the back of it has like the dates of the zodiac signs, the birth dates right there. And then on this side, it has like the planets and their meanings. I think I've done a video about this before. I should actually just like upload a video, and it says timeless information, and it's not a reading, it's a timeless information. I should title it astrological information about your chart and how to get to know your chart. Because I really do want to help people figure that out too, so they can figure out what they're good at, Because I figured out what I'm good at. And now I don't, like before, if you don't know what you're good at, and then you try something and it doesn't work out immediately or even for a while, and then everybody's doubting you, you feel like everybody's doubting you, and people are just like shooting your ideas down and all that when you're feeling like that. So like, if you know what's in your chart and what's strong in your mind, like what nobody can tell you no after that. So nobody can discourage you. I got my whole chart. My Chiron is in Taurus. That is about that's about self-worth. Taurus energy is about self-worth. It's about knowing your worth, learning that what you're worth. Taurus and Chiron. So that's all healing those things. healing that, the self-worth. My youngest son's a Taurus. So, yeah, that's cool. We could use a Taurus in Chiron. Definitely could use you. Definitely could. You could be part of my team. Yeah, my reading earlier was on point. I'm glad you shared that with me. Thank you. People say not to let people know your chart and stuff like that, but me as a reader, I want people to know what I'm capable of and stuff, and so that they don't come and try me. You know what I mean? I don't want people to try me. I don't want them to yes, they can test my readings and see how good I am by coming to get a message, but it has to be something about their life, not my life. And don't test my kindness. That's what, if they test my kindness and see how far they can push me, that ain't gonna put up with nobody. None of these people none of you are my kids. Nobody here is my child. So there's no need to be childish about shit. We can all be adults and grown-ups. Sign me up. All right, girl. If you're serious, I am looking for somebody that I can work with. I am very, we are very mutable. We bend for people a lot. And if it's not good for us, we have learned to say no. And that was very hard for Geminis, to learn to say no. They're not gonna, they're not gonna perish because you said no to them. You know what I mean? But that's how we feel them. When people want something, you know what I mean? It's no, I'm learning to say no. No matter how sweet and nice people ask, that's what manipulators do. When they want something, I've raised 2 boys, all right? My youngest one, he be upset a whole time because obviously he's going through grief, but still, doesn't mean they have to be mean to anyone, right? Try not to be mean to your family. But anyways, when he wanted something, he knew how to be sweet. Anyway, so I've learned that. So when people are being sweet with me, I don't care. Keep on being sweet. You're not gonna some people, not you, I'm not talking about you at all, but some people come in here and they think that they can sweet talk me and then they can fuck me over. Sweet talk me, fuck me over. You know what I mean? I was kind of fucking, you know what I mean? And then, yeah. Yeah, don't bite, don't wake up, don't wake up my bear inside of me unless you wanted to come out play, because you're gonna run. Yeah, you don't want that Mars to come out of me, because my Mars is in Sagittarius. I'm only half human when I become a Sagittarius. I'm half horse, half human. People mistaken our Gemini loving energy because we're the lovers. That's what we thrive for, okay? People take that side of us to a whole new level that we didn't even know we were going. And yeah, and Geminis will know when you feel like somebody is attracted to you. And you're also going to know when you're not attracted to someone that is attracted to you. And I know, even if you've never met a person, you know that you're not attracted to somebody. You know what I mean? And once you've kind of interacted with them for a minute, you know if you are or you aren't. It doesn't take a Gemini very long at all to know if they're attracted to someone or not. And that I can tell you. And a lot of people that I find are attracted to me, I'm not attracted to them. And I feel that they're attracted to me. So I know a lot of Geminis have that gift because we're the lovers. Yes, that is true, but it is a Gemini thing or empath thing. Well, it's a Gemini empath thing. I don't know. I can only speak for myself because I can only speak for what I'm feeling when it comes to that. And that's how I feel. Like, and I think Geminis have that telepathy too. Like, I've dealt with a Gemini. He was very attractive, right? And I never, I never hit on him or anything because he was he was helping me, right? And he's married, and he's off limits. He's a very attractive man. And I looked at when I first met him, I looked at him, I was like, he's a very attractive man. And it's like, I wonder if he knows that I'm thinking that. Like, I was like, shit, don't think that. Don't think that. You know what I mean? Like, because I knew that was wrong. But, to even say that to him, it wasn't professional, right? Like, even as me, he was helping me with paperwork and shit. Yeah, it's true, but it is a Gemini. Anyways, I told him I did make a joke about things, though. I did say to him, I said, it's like you helping all these people, and does your wife get some of your time too? And he's like, oh yeah, she gets my time too, and I give her special time. Like, she ain't jealous at all. You know what I mean? I was like, that's good. That they had a good relationship because like, that takes a strong woman to be with a man that goes and helps other women do whatever and goes right into her house and and drives them places sometimes. That's what he was doing, anyways. So he was like a community service person with a degree. Like, he had degrees. He also had a degree in astrology, and I thought that was really cool. But yeah, the empath too. If I let them in, yeah. We can control who we let in our mind and who we don't. And for Geminis, I know for myself, like I talked to a lot of Geminis, and I've had a lot of Gemini friends and people in my life and family and shit like that. That's Geminis. And I know that a lot of Geminis have telepathy. I used to have that telepathy with strangers, and then I tested it, because like back then in the 90s and stuff, you couldn't really talk about that stuff. People then automatically deem you as crazy right away, right there on the spot, right? And I used to do that. Like, I used to test my gifts with my customers. I would test them because I would like mentally tell them that they should come to the bar tonight because like I was going to be there. So like, like, come to the bar. I'm going to be there. Come to the bar. I'm going to be there. And it worked. So I used to test my gifts in the bar. And everybody I would meet, I don't even remember anybody's sign. Like, everybody I would meet, I would always say, like, what's your sign? See if I wanted to deal with them or not. And I wasn't like sweet and like, and I wasn't like very empathic when I was there. Like, I wasn't like, I was like just trying to be the fun girl, like, what I mean, la 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 la. And I never took anything serious back then at all. No, I was just having fun. Those were my younger days. I had lots of fun. But the fun had to end it because it got boring. You know what I mean? After doing something for so long, it's like you just get bored of it and you just want to like have peace. Because like working in a bar, it's like a lot of noise. And then when you leave the bar, it's like the most peaceful time of the whole day. Is like when you're leaving the bar and you're driving home and it's like late at night and there's nobody on the road and all you see is dark road and your lights and you got the music on and you're in your own head. And by the time, like I used to drive an hour to get home to work from work, and I'd like be all wound up from work, like all hyper and stuff because the music and people and the environment. And I'd have to like really calm myself down all the way home because like my trip home was really quick because I hadn't even like calmed down by the time I got home. Then I'd have to go on the computer, go download some songs. I remember remember LimeWire? Remember the program? It was called LimeWire. I don't know how old you are, but I mean I'm like stating my age now, but like I've said my age many times on YouTube. But anyways, it was like LimeWire or something like that, where you download like free songs. I used to do a lot of that before like YouTube and before Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all those things. Before all those things, we had like MySpace. I never barely ever went on MySpace too much. And there's like that other one, Yahoo Chat or something. I never did the Yahoo Chat thing, but a lot of people did. I think it was like the next generation after me. They did like the Yahoo Chats, and I didn't. I didn't like, I didn't like being in chat lines with people. Oh, remember those phone dating chat lines you used to be able to call? Where you would call in, and if you were a girl, it was like free. And you would like put in like what you were looking for, and then like they would set you up to people to talk to, like that was in your area. Or AOL and ICQ. Oh, that was me. You're 41. You're no, well, maybe I just wasn't like, well, maybe that was the next generation after me, I guess, not before me. Because like I guess there was some before me. But I didn't really get into that, like the whole, because I was working in the bar. I already had enough people to talk to. I didn't want to talk to no one I did it one time, like on the phone though, the phone one. Just call them random, like, talking to random people on the phone. Whoever they like line you up with on the chat. That was crazy. Now there's so much now. Like, oh. You hear her snoring? I was too busy in the chat room. I hope our friend that was here last night on, I call her a friend because, we had a good reading last night, and I hope she's okay. The girl that came out, that came out of a coma. The one that had epilepsy. You had a sick MySpace. Let me tell you. My sister-in-law did. She was like, she's younger than me. And she's like 10 years younger than me. And she had a really nice one. And then, and then she stopped talking. And I remember her like ghosting people for a long time on there because her boyfriend passed and like she was grieving. And she was only like 14 or 15 when she lost her first boyfriend, like that passed away. Anyways, then she just like, like didn't really do the internet thing for a while. And then I remember her like hanging out with us and she's like, maybe I should go back and say hi to like MySpace again, like, and go see my friends, maybe see if they missed me. I remember her saying that. I remember like saying, maybe I should go back on Facebook and like see if my friends miss me. Cause I was like, you need to do something. Don't you have any friends? Like, you need to like come out of this. Like, I was like, when's the last time you went on your MySpace, whatever? Yeah. I got some disgusting videos, but yeah, I hope that person is well. Yeah. You have some disgusting videos? Oh. Oh my gosh. My stepdaughter is like, this was like, maybe like 10, not 8 years ago or 10 years ago or something. I wasn't living, like me and my ex had split up and stuff, but like I was seeing what they were doing online. Like I was seeing what they were doing on Facebook and stuff like that. And I remember my youngest daughter, like the way that she used to speak on Facebook, like in comments and stuff, like I was like, man, who taught you to speak like that? And I think it was probably me because, like, she got a big mouth because of me, I think. I don't know. But I would never speak so vulgar like she did. She would, think I'm masculine. She's a Gemini, too. Think I'm masculine. I remember this. This is what I remember. And I was like, that's when I messaged her. I'm like, why are you posting stuff like that? Like, why would you do that? And I think she was putting down a boy or something. She was putting a boy in his place. And she told him that she had bigger cock than him. Like for me, I was not expecting her to talk like that. Like I wasn't living around her anymore, but only a couple of years had passed since I had left. I'm just like, you better not be speaking like that. That means that, people will think bad of you when you say stuff like that. And then they did this whole Snapchat thing where the snaps would go away. My son did those snap things, like I guess he used to snap with people. Snapchat where it go away, right? Because like he would do like bong tokes, and he was like 13. And he would do bong tokes on video and he'd be like, and then I seen one time, I'm like, why is he putting that on the internet? And they're like, oh no, it goes away. But does it really though? Does it really though? But now it's legal, but that's a good way to cut a guy down quick though. Yeah. Saying that you've had bigger than them, yeah. Yeah, she knew where to hurt them. She knew where to hurt them. Hurt them where it hurts. Not even physically. Hi, sweetie. I think she wants to go pee. I don't know how to do the overlay thing, but YouTube has an overlay thing where, like, I could set it up. I'm going to need some help with that, though. But, like, where I can set it up and it will overlap and a video will play while I'm taking a break. But now that I'm going to go take her for a pee, you guys will just see us walking away and coming back. So I'll be back, okay? I'll be back. Gonna take her for a little pee, right? I'm gonna go pee, okay. My coffee's empty. Gotta buy more coffee. I got instant coffee. I don't want instant coffee. I don't like instant coffee, but I'm gonna have to drink that tomorrow. All right, let's go. Let's go pee. Come on, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna put my ugly house coat on. Ow. All right, come on, listen. I'm back. Anybody new come in? Anybody new come in? Anybody new? Okay, who wants a message, guys? If you've never had a message from me, you can get a message. But be clear about what you desire and focus on, on your positive, and also focus on, your life first. Yep. I like all you guys as friends, I like everybody here as friends, I am not a romantically feeling for anyone, and it's nothing against nobody. When I say I love you guys, I mean I love you guys like not like a relationship love, like it's like friendship love. It's like, I want the best for you. I want to see you happy. I want to see you laugh. I want to see you, you know, I want to see people happy again, because it's contagious, you know? So when people start being happy and they start, like, you know, going out doing things, then you see everybody else following the lead, you know what I mean? So somebody has to start it. People have to start being real again, living real life and being outside. Especially the gamers, you know. You know, you can still game, but make yourself, I promise that you take yourself a break every once in a while, go outside, sit outside for a while even, just sit. Or just walk around outside for a bit. Like, everybody needs outside. Everybody needs air. Thank you, main girl. Yeah. No, I know. I've already did your message. But there's people watching, and don't be scared to come in here and, like, you know, like, if you don't want me to, like, call you out for something, you can't just answer me yes or no with, like, that makes me not trust you. You can't even answer me with a yes or no when I ask you something. So, like, when you're coming in here to get a message, don't ask about me. If you want to ask me anything, you can ask me. You don't have to pay me to ask me about me. It's not a Q&A. A Q&A is where you ask me questions and I answer them, my own personal questions. I've never even done that. I've never even thought of doing that. So maybe I'll do a Q&A. Maybe some people can, like, ask me some questions like that. I love you too, girly, but I also prefer outies. But me too. Me too. And I, you know, even as friends, I've had to be in my strong energy a lot. Like, I've been around enough men that wanted to be the woman, or acted like they wanted to be the woman, that I even get turned off, like, of, like, female friends that are too, like, needy. I get turned off, like, as a friend by females because of the men I've dealt with. So men that want to compete, they're not in their masculine energy. Men that have to compete with women are not in their masculine energy. They're in their distorted feminine energy. Yeah, I can't even, like, wrap my head around how much shit I've learned just by practicing all the time. And, like, I had so much time to be in my thinking energy, my Mercury, my mind, like, you know, my hermit energy, learning, and I always want to learn. And I learned things from places that are kind of hard to learn from. And, you know, I learn from all kinds of places, like, wherever God sends me, like, you know, like, if I find a panel, and it can be a very aggressive panel at times, right? But there's that certain times when you really feel like you can learn a lot from certain people on that panel, right? Excuse me. So there's this one panel that they discuss, like, religion. They discuss all the things that people are so scared of discussing, okay? And it can get heated in there. And I saw one woman with all these men, and she was defending herself again, like, and she was, you know, she had been to the military and stuff, and they were talking about military stuff. Like, I would never go up there on panel, you know, and I wanted to defend her, I really did, I wanted to go up there and defend her, but you know what? Later on, I remembered. I was like, I'm glad I didn't. I was like, I'm glad I didn't. Because what she said later on, I had to leave because I was just like, okay, I definitely don't vibe with her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like, so they also talk about religion. They talk about everything, right? They talk about atheism, religion, all kinds of religions, God, and, Jesus, all that stuff, right? The hierarchy, all that. They talk about all that. So I can only handle watching it for so long. But if they start like attacking like disabled people and stuff like that, and saying that they don't deserve shit and whatever, and they should be controlled and all this shit, that's where I was like, I'm glad I'm not in chat. I'm glad I'm just watching, because damn, that could have started a fight with me. Yeah. Those same people will not support somebody like me to get me further to help others, right? The people that they're bitching about. But just wait until those people like her, just wait until she goes through something that she doesn't even want to wake up from. Wait till she goes through something. We all do. We all eventually do. And even the ignorant people that think that everything is just fun and game, and what they put out there is not going to be for the world to see. And they're sitting there like, throwing their money around. People have to pay money to say something and shit like that. So where is the line that they draw? They don't have one, right? So yeah, like I know when not to go into places like that, when to leave, all that shit. They can always learn something. And she kind of took a lot from the guys, though. I think she just, you know what I mean? Like how I say, like, some people can become their environment, and if you're in such a heated panel, you might just say shit that you don't even really think, you don't really believe, because you're so fired up. You know what I mean? Like, she might have just said those things because she was in the heat. It was in the heat, of the moment, whatever. But still wasn't right. It's so tough because gems don't like watching others suffer or be attacked. Exactly. You know what I mean? And I guess maybe that was her defense mechanism, right? Put down the last one, put down the vulnerable ones, because they're not going to fight her. They're not going to like attack her, right? And that's sad though. Like when people get attacked, they go and attack the more vulnerable ones because they can't fight the bigger people, the meaner people, so they have to go one level lower and fight the lower people. You know what I mean? That is sad. That's kind of how I see that situation. I didn't even look at the chat or what the chat's response was to that. I was just, yeah, I'm sure the chat was, they were saying all kinds of things, and then they'd have to read it out loud and stuff. And then they put people in the back or whatever. Somebody pays to put somebody in the back, whatever. It's a game they all play. But it's stupid. Anyways, where's all the people wanting readings? Why are the 5 people watching and not talking? Why is there 5 people watching and not talking? Like, are you liking what I'm talking about? Like, I have better conversations with people than, I mean, I didn't really set up this live stream to do any type of like teaching or anything like that. I mean, I did a little bit, not just kind of sharing what I know and what I like, how I use energy, when to know when to do something. Yeah, well, I've had to learn to watch what I say because, like, I remember, like, I was so emotionally broken at one point, like, where my brother had just passed away, and, like, I was, like, so angry at people, too, for leaving me all by himself, and I was feeling very sad. I was feeling, I was feeling down on myself, whatever, and, I would literally, like, kind of, like, pour it all out, like, when I get on the panel, and I just, like, I I only did that once, like, it was like a nomadic couple, and it went on their panel, and I remember crying, and I was so embarrassed that I had cried on there, and then I was just like, I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. He's not going to talk about it anymore, and so I stopped doing that because I was so embarrassed, and I don't talk to those people anymore. They probably thought like, wow, she don't even know us, and she just like sharing all her side shit. It's like trauma dumping, and that's when that word came out. Like that's when that word came out. Like people were like using it, overusing it. Oh, everybody's trauma dumping, so nobody would talk to nobody, and then people wouldn't share. People stopped sharing their things that they were going through because people would call it trauma dumping because oh, you're raining on my parade because I was here having fun until you came. You with your sadness, right? Like that's how people treated that, and like there's people that will use like the stupidest shit to get somebody to feel something for them. And it's sometimes, and a lot of times it's not even real shit that happened to them. Like I know that now, and those people can just like have fun and they don't want nobody to bother them. But yeah, I don't think that people, and the only reason like I say for people to be careful what they say in chat, like when they're talking about what they're going through, because there could be people that could use that against you and like your weakness, you know what I mean? Like take that and then trigger your weakness all the time, and then they could try to, just sabotage you like that. So that's why you have to be careful what you say, and to who. Because I literally, like, I had good intentions when I started dating my last guy, and here comes the story. I have to see, maybe that's how I'm going to tell my story. Whenever a part of it comes up and I need to tell it, then I'll tell it. That's maybe I'll tell my story. I don't know. But now I forget what I was going to say. Fuck. But anyways, what were we talking about? Ricardo? I don't know. Ricardo? Interesting. Huh? Yeah. Rico. Rico or Ricardo? Ricardo. Ricardo, thanks for sharing that. I am. Did someone come in and I didn't see them, or what? If I'm totally lost. Ricardo, is he a new name? I am gonna dip out, Cass, until the next time. Ricardo, I don't see no. Oh, I didn't even see him. They're using your name. They're using your picture. No, where? I don't see no name Ricardo. There's a Ricardo on here? Oh, I see it with my phone. His hand watching you. Okay, I missed some things you were saying. Oh, that's so tough, because... Oh, I definitely think that's the last one. Sometimes I don't... Oh, yeah, I did read that. Let me think. Way up is old and probably fall asleep. Oh, he's not here? Yeah, and a lot of people aren't here. A lot of my regular people aren't here because, like, they're not new and they know I'm doing, like, new, like, readings for new people, new subscribers, and new messages for new subscribers. What is his name? Is that your dude? Who's retired? I don't see nobody. Did somebody come in with the name Ricardo? I don't see him. But if that's I don't know. I mean, I think I missed something, girl. All right. I don't see nobody. I see you. That's it. That is strange. Let me go to another window and see if I see anything else. Because I don't see no Ricardo. Girl, I don't see him at all. Will good. Because he's rude and should probably see himself out. I don't see him. Where's my moderators at? I don't see him at all. That's so weird, girl. I don't see a person that's you say is here. That is not even cool. How can somebody be here and I can't see them? That's so weird. I don't see him at all. Like, okay, so I'm gonna go to check right now. How do I make it big? Well, since you see them, girl, I'm gonna make you a mod so you can block them. Okay? Is he still here? I add you as a mod because none of my moderators are here. Okay, so you can take care of him. I'm sorry that he's bothering you. There's 8 people watching and nobody's getting a message. That may be troll. Maybe this person's trolls. I'm trying to see that. Oh, I want to open that. No, I didn't want to open that. Shit. Okay. I wanted to go to this one. I want to go check the email because that's small writing. I'm trying to see it. This person can't even spell right. Better you're a runner, big mouth. Let's ask the cards who this little scammer leaf didn't know actual education. What the heck? How do you don't know me, bitch? Ricardo, you're retardo. I think I blocked this person before. Let's do a reading on Ricardo. What's Ricardo's problem? We got Archangel Michael here. Archangel Michael will take care of him. Archangel Michael's bringing you a gift. It could be that guy that was mad at me at the other panel earlier. Let's see. What is Ricardo's friend? What's Ricardo's problem? Maybe if Ricardo is here for a friend. I don't know. Oh, Ricardo's got ego problem. He doesn't know how to plan something. He got ego problem. Ego problem. Did you take care of him? Yeah, he's saying I'm stupid because I've triggered him. I've triggered him today. Whoever that is. Well, if you're not feeling loved, I send you love, okay? If you just need some love. Well, we had somebody in here. I didn't see them at all. Oh, and it shows me that you just hit a user, though. Yeah, it's probably somebody because I was on a panel earlier. Santa Claus just put a user in 86 timer. Can't sleep. Yeah, we had a troll in here. Did you see him, Will? Did you see the same one? Yeah, just a douchebag. He's got ego problem. Trolls are funny. I just hope that, my kids never do that. I hope my kids never troll me. Because I want to send my kids love. Because I know that's obviously an immature person that's doing it. I don't think my boys would do that. They miss me and they love me. They wouldn't do that. Trolls like that can make you think that too, and then they make you be nice to them because you think that there's somebody you care about, and that person's just mad at you, whatever, and they're just saying things because they're mad at you, right? I've had people say things to me because they're mad at me, you know what I mean? And that's what it kind of sounds almost personal with this dude. It almost sounds like he's mad at me, somebody, you know what I mean? And it's probably it's all the people that are not talking to me, right? I live in a town of maybe 5,000 people, and I went to high school here. There's a lot of people that know me, and it feels like I don't really I'm different than the rest. I feel different. I feel like I've never fit in, and I've tried too many times, and then ended up the wrong place in my life, right? By trying to fit in too much. And anyways, I went to the dollar store yesterday, and I saw these people, they were going to cross where the lights are, and I was going to go through, and I didn't know whether they were going to cross or stop or what the heck, right? So I looked over at them. It was some bummy looking couple, whatever, like people, I don't know if they're a couple, whatever, but there's a few people, maybe 3, 4 people, I don't know. And the chick goes, "What are you looking at? What are you looking at?" What the hell? So I know I'm being recognized. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of smaller. You know, everybody in the small town gets famous, right? So you don't have to do anything to become famous in a small town. You just have to exist outside of your house. And you're famous. The Lovers. And the Hierophant. Oh, what a bunch of, you know, that's hilarious. And it's kind of funny. And I'm going to have to do something right now because I did not see that person. And because I was ghosted earlier by somebody that I made a moderator, they're losing their moderator status now. Oh, wait. Yep. So, yeah, you don't play games with me. You don't play games with me. And that person might have been pissed off that I said what I said, that I called them out for what they were thinking. Okay? Because my telepathy works just fine. Don't fuck with me. Because that's just sad. Sad for the people that do that. And then they go and do that, and then they go friggin' and then they go and send somebody after you as soon as they do that. You're welcome. And maybe Will kind of felt that. I was just saying, where's all my moderators? And then I made her my moderator. It's all good. She's been chilling all night, so. And she's a Gemini. I can deal with a Gemini, you know. If a Gemini is mad at each other, they will tell each other. That's how Geminis are. I even have a stepdaughter that's a Gemini. And she ghosted me, but I know exactly why. So that's fine. She knows I still love her. Right? If anybody can work through things, it's Geminis, because Geminis communicate it, and we communicate it with love. It's not that we just have the gift of communicating. We have the gift of communicating with love. And that's why a lot of people don't have the communication. They don't have the gift of communicating with love. And you need the communication with love to be able to heal. Because when people are hurt and they're unhealed and whatever, and they're like, everything comes out like they're mad. Like, you know, when they talk, they sound mad all the time. You know what I mean? And we like to heal that in people. So that when people talk, they don't speak to you like they're mad at you, even though they're not. It's just how they sound, because they are hurt, and they, you know, words aren't, you know, the sound of the words are not coming out right. So it's like, you can't fake sadness, because your words will come out like sad or angry. Mostly angry. Mean girl, thank you for blocking. Oh my God. No, don't thank me. He was an idiot. I tried to restrict him, but you can't Can't reason with morons like that. No, dude, no. It's something I said tonight triggered them. That could be it too. Like, I'm not here to like be your mommy and like watch what I say, okay? I'm not here to be nobody's mommy to watch what I say. Like, if I'm saying it, it's for a reason. And if I'm discussing something, it's for a reason. And if the person getting mad at me is resonating with it, and they're the a-hole in the story, then they're obviously going to be hating on me. Even if it has nothing to do with them. They could be in a situation like that. So their story has nothing to do with my story. But they think they do. Like, that's how they perceive it. And it's like, people have become so comfortable to just like disrespect a stranger. And they only do it online. Like, they wouldn't do it face to face. They wouldn't do it face to face. How long we been on? 2.5 hours. I'm going to go as long as I need to. And actually, yesterday I was saying that the moon didn't have no red around it. Today there's a really orange ring around it. Tonight I was looking at it when I took the doggy out. Yeah. So I'm not going to do a reading on the guy because you know what? That could be somebody trying to come and get me to do a reading for them, right? For free by triggering me. I've done it before. I'll call out like bullshit by doing a reading on whoever's doing it. And we already know that they're like an emperor in reverse. So that means that they have no control, no self-control is what that means. No self-control. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, now I'm just going to shovel like whatever else is going to be going on tonight. Like, maybe I'll do a collective or something. Maybe I'll just do a collective reading right now. Look. That was a death card and it got stuck right in my keyboard like that. And then the bottom of the deck is the page of it's the page, the knight, the little slow knight of pentacles. So it's like, that shows me that somebody doesn't want things to end. They don't want things to end. They have no idea. So yeah, there's somebody out in the collective, they don't want, so this is like love, I think, and somebody doesn't want a love situation to end. They want to hang on to you like a little freaking child on someone's mother's skirt. Don't go. I don't want you, but don't go. I don't want you to go anywhere, but I don't want you near me, but I don't want you to go anywhere. Come here, go away. Come here, go away. Go away, come here. I don't want my dance with the troll to end. Bring that mother effer back here. Come here, go away. Come here, go away. They want to play? Let's play. Let's play a little game. No, it's kidding. This is a dangerous times for trolls to play games, okay? Especially with people that have a higher knowing, that have secret knowledge. Be careful, people, what you manifest, because you ain't gonna like the results if you don't do something that you want, like if it's not positive. And listen, like, I have the best intentions for everybody, because I think of all of you guys as like, like, what would help me if I was acting like that? Like, like, what would help me if I was in that kind of a mood? Because, like, you never know who's watching, and they may just need someone to say, you know, something and tell them how it is and show them the way. And this is the way, because, you know, nobody really knows who you are. We're thinking you're a troll. Like, if you are actually not a troll and you just need help, I'm here to help people. But I'm also here to call people out on their bullshit if they're trying to manipulate me or, you know, get one over on me. And I'm not, you know, like, that is ridiculous. And it's so weird how I couldn't see him. So that is so weird. It's my channel. How can I not see a person in the chat? She sent me a screenshot, and that's how I knew what he was saying about me. It sounded like another troll that I had a while back. The chat settings. Reactions, Papa. No, it just takes me to my moderators. And I only have you as a moderator, Fire and Air as a moderator, Will and Ava Potterfield and Tracy. And I do have quite a few lists. I have a pretty big list that I have blocked. Well, hey, you want some trolls? I'm not gonna do the one. I'm not gonna call the one out because I have blocked that one many times, and I like a lot of people have the one troll, but there's a lot of people that have been blocked on my channel. I'm not even gonna do that because I really am not trying to call these people back. I do not want them back. They are blocked for a reason, and that's where they're gonna stay. And I don't see the person. Maybe we only see so many of our block lists, do we? Because I don't see Retardo. They could have just had like a fake name while they came in, and they could have had another name. Somebody come and get a reading so I don't have to I don't have to sit here and I don't have to do this anyway, but I mean, okay. We don't even have any new subscribers today. I guess people are scared today because of the blood moon. There's certain people that think of it as like a negative way, like the dark forces, they always exist too, you know what I mean? So there is people that think of the dark things about the, you know, and some of them practice the dark things about this moon. So we all just got to stay peaceful. Yep, sage myself, sage all you guys, and sage my channel. Keep going. It doesn't bother me. It's just really strange to me that I couldn't see him. That was what's strange to me. Yeah, and retrograde is always when the past comes back too. Like things that you overcome, they try to come back, like people in situations. All right. Let's shuffle these cards. Yeah, leave them there. That's right. All right, let's light some sage. I have to buy some more. I'm gonna start growing my own herbs to do this. I do have like three bundles of cedar that I wrapped last year. But I think if I do that inside, it would be too much for the cedar, because the cedar is going to smoke like way worse than the sage will. Lord, help me have the knowledge to know what I need to know, the words to speak, what I need to speak, and my heart open to have it open, to be able to feel what I need to feel. And my arms handy and my hands handy so I can shuffle the cards in heels. No pain. I've had pain from shuffling cards. All right. Yeah, the smudge is pretty calm right now. So there's nothing really going on right now. Like dangerous stuff going on. There's no danger. There is no danger. If it was, the smudge would be, you would have seen a cloud. Because I hadn't saged for a while the other day, and then I went through the whole house and saged the whole house, opened my windows, and my whole house was like smoke. And I had my windows open, I had the fan on, and yeah. All right, what are the gifts that are coming in for the collective? Let's see. What are the gifts that are coming in for the collective? At 2:56, we're going to do collective reading at 2 hours and 56 minutes. What is the gifts that are coming in for the collective? So different perspectives. So we got the Hangman. So this is something that's is on hold as well. Ooh, the Lovers. So the collective is going to get married and fall in love. They're going to fall in love. They're going to make a decision about something. Okay, so or conform to something. Go back to school as well, because this is also a school card. This is also a education card. And this is about making a choice as well, not just about love, but this is also about making a choice. So you are just waiting to make a choice here to do something, either, conform with someone, get married, do the whole thing, somebody you feel like is your soulmate, or you're waiting to make a decision about going back to school for some of you, okay? What else? What is the gifts that are coming in? So we're asking about Archangel Santa Paul. Archangel Santa Paul is also Aquarius energy. Now this fell sideways, but it fell right on the card of like gifts from God. So like it fell like this. It fell like this. Like that almost looks like this pentacle is being given to the angel here. The angel. See that? So the bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. Well, we got the Queens of Swords in here in the chat today. Queen of Swords, and then we have the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Somebody's feeling left out. Working things out in between, not knowing enough. So I feel like somebody here doesn't know enough to make this decision, that somebody maybe wants to work together. This could be work. It could be about a decision about about working together. And the air energy here, somebody that has clear intentions, they know they've been through enough. They the Queen of Swords, there's a reason why she's the Queen of Swords. She's gone through all the swords where people left her for dead. Okay, those kind of swords. Ten of Swords is where people don't act like they couldn't care if you were here, gone or here. That's what that feels like. Or they don't even know you exist. And that's why she's Queen of Swords now, because she's been through all the swords. The Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, people have been fighting with her. People have been betraying her, trying to get away, stealing from her. cheating, stealing, lying, all that shit. Why do you think she cuts people off, or she knows what she knows and why she is so blunt and asks the questions that need to be asked? Somebody could feel like going back and forth, like feeling like they're not good enough, or they're feeling left out, or maybe working with you, but you don't know enough. Like this is like stressing you out, like that you are like, you don't know enough about this person, maybe. Like, got to be able to, like, all right. So I see like the Nine of Swords here. Somebody could be worried. Yes, and in the feminines here, know that the Emperor could be worried, like somebody that could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. This could be somebody that, they could have wished for something here, and this already. This is someone that is not talking to you, wants to have peace, and they want to have new ideas, how to plan things. Queen of Wands and Queen of Wands. So like, yeah, okay. So I see the Five of Swords peeking out. So is this a work situation? So we have the Fool card and we have the Independent card. So somebody could be wanting to work with you. Somebody could be thinking about wanting to work with you. They want to bring peace. Somebody here wants to bring peace. They want to take a chance on you, or take a chance with you. Like whether this is work, or if this is like work, this is someone that sees you as someone that's very independent. You hold your own. You're very independent, and they want to take a chance on you. They're really thinking about making you an offer and talking to you. I didn't even see that yet, but I already knew that. But you feel like this person here maybe is trying to get away with something again, not tell you the truth. So I feel like this person will tell you the truth because they have walked away. They have walked away from what didn't serve them, like what didn't make them happy, what disappointed them, the things that were not their wish, something that they did not wish for. They walking away from that, and they want to move to calmer waters with you. And the next card is the Two of Cups. So somebody wants to have peace between you and them. Is that so? They also, if they don't want marriage with you, this person could be a Taurus as well. They could be stuck in their ways. Or this could also, if this is about work, so if this is about work, this is about will bring a lot of peace. Okay, so what is this new offer here from with the Hierophant? What is this new offer here with the Hierophant and the Temperance and the Six of Wands? Okay, let's ask that first. What is this? Is this a solid offer? Is this a real offer? This is a real offer that somebody wants here. Somebody really does want to heal things. So they really do want to heal their spirit here, somebody. So whether this is a Sagittarius, a Taurus, there's a lot of swords here. Could be also a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's a new offer coming in here. Somebody's thinking about taking a chance on you here. So if this is work, so somebody sees you very independent and they would like to work with you. I feel like you don't know this yet, so that's why you can't make a decision about this yet. You're not aware of this. This is something that you don't see coming, but this is a gift that's coming in from God. And if this is love, this is someone that wants to start over. Yeah, what did I say? If this is love, somebody wants to start over again fresh. They're really worried about something here. They could be worried about it, like a case or a legal case or something legal, because the King of Swords is here. And somebody here is really burdened about it, but they're really worried about something. They don't want to end this with you. Like they want to fight for you. And the secrets and the things that they did to you, they want to make peace with that. They want to bring that, make that fair. Justice here. Like, what did I say? The Queen of Swords has already been through all the swords. That's why she can't make a decision. Now it's coming out. So she doesn't know whether she can trust it or not, but this is gifts from God. So this is gifts from God. So I want to know why the Five of Swords showing itself, and there's the King of Pentacles. Why was the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords showing themselves again? Can you trust this offer? Or is it going to be a Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, Seven of Swords situation, Three of Swords situation? Oh, you can trust this situation, collective. So this is something you can trust, okay? It's taken long enough, right? It's taken long enough. So this is something you can trust. And I feel like for you feminines, you've been protecting this knight here as he creates the peaceful abundance here. Like, you know, you move in together or something, you're deciding to move in together. Okay, so I say, can you trust this? So this is the Five of Swords and this is the Seven of Swords. And then we got the Queen of Cups and the Two of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Wands again. And then we have I want to know why is that showing up? Why is that showing up? Why is the Five of Swords, Seven of Swords, why are these showing up if we can trust this situation? Why is that showing up? Why is the Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, stuff coming up with the Queen of Pentacles? Why is that coming up? I say, why the Five of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, which is Earth sign energy, female Earth sign. Why did that come up? Because the Devil and the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands and the Justice and the Hermit. I said, can you trust this gift that comes in? This person may be walking away from people that okay, so what I also saw is that they're trying to end it with, like, they're trying to, like, you know, this could be like family, you know what I mean? This could be like family. This person could be like trying to distance themselves from this kind of energy. Maybe they have like parents that are like, have addictions or upset, you know, they have something, negative mindset, whatever, like negative thinking. The devil is negative thinking. The devil is fear. The devil is keeping you down, keeping you stuck. Why'd the devil show itself for the collective? Nobody come on to do a reading today? What is going on? People are scared to come and get readings today? Why is the devil here? For if you can trust it. Why is the devil here? What is the problem with the devil? Why is it here? Okay. So whoever did this card just kind of like the top, where I don't take from the top, but it kind of ended up in my hand. So the reason the devil is here is because even though they acted like they didn't see that you were offering them love, they knew, and they knew they wanted you too. Okay, so they're obsessed about you, and they are trying to like, like make you believe that they don't. You know what I mean? They're trying to make you believe that they don't want this with you. Okay, and this is the Ten of Cups, the happily ever after, and their wish that you are their wish. Okay, they're obsessed with you. Okay. You are the only thing that they think about. They want to apologize to you too for all the shit they did to you. And they want to plan. What do they want to plan? To walk your spiritual path here. And celebrate. And make things right. And heal your heart. And heal that tower moment that may have happened. Turn the wheel around. But they're still holding back. Maybe they don't have enough money, right? They're still waiting on money. They could be having their eyes on too many like cookie jars as well. Like they could be confused about what, they could be drinking too much or like spying too much. They have some obsessive energy here. Somebody does. Somebody has some obsessive energy here. What is this obsessive energy here? What is this obsessive energy and why are they like that? Are they unhealed? Why are they so obsessed? Why are you so obsessed with me? So there could be someone really obsessed with you, and this was a karmic ending, okay? It was a karmic path, whatever that was karmic. Whatever you dealt with was karmic, and wheel is turning in your favor, all right? Whatever they're obsessed with what they did. But they can't fix it because they don't have enough money to fix it. They don't have enough money to make things right or whatever. Whatever that is, because they're like, or they don't have enough, or they don't feel good enough, or whatever. Okay, but what this card always says that things will come to fruition. Like everything that you worked for will come back to you. Things will balance out, but then they have something to tell you that's going to break your heart. They might have gone back to an ex and done something with an ex, and even if that ex was someone else, they fucked around. They fucked around. They cheated with each other on their. Mm-hmm. Why do exes do that? Like go back to each other and then cheat on their current partners? That's the stupidest thing anybody could do. If you're already with someone and then you go back to your ex to fuck them, or emotionally get stuck or stick yourself emotionally to them. That's what happened with the last guy that I was dating. His ex was emotionally stuck to him, or he was stuck to her emotionally, whatever. Because they would talk about me. Once he had her on his side, then they would talk about me. And they brought me into their karmic shit, bullshit, fucking shit. King of Cups coming out now. Yeah, right. Okay. I don't even want to do anymore because I've been on 3 hours. And it doesn't matter if I don't do readings. I'm here. I'm still talk the whole time. Had something to talk about the whole time. And I learned so much from you guys and had great conversation with you guys. And you guys are awesome. And I love people that I can have a good conversation. I love having them in my chats because I like reading the chat and I like interacting with the chat when I'm on my computer. And I also like to enjoy the panel with people too. I like to enjoy the panel on my panel too, with people that would like to talk about spirituality and healing and stuff like that. I don't really want to be like those other channels where I debate all the religions and stuff like that. I think the basics is fine, and learning the basics about the creator. We don't have to know every detail about him to know him. To know him in our hearts, we don't need to know every detail about every step of the way. We have to just trust that he was love. And they say that, okay, so God gave the key to Jesus. That's why he became God, okay? So, and then Jesus shares the spiritual connection with us. So that's how that works, the Holy Trinity, okay? So it goes from God to Jesus to us. And it goes to us, the Holy Trinity. It goes to, the Spirit. God puts the Spirit in us through Jesus. So that's the simplest way to believe in God and believe in your spirit, is that your connection to spirit is through your crown chakra, but it's invisible, just like a belly button, umbilical cord with a mother and a kid. Like, we're still energetically connected to our emotions, but we are physically disconnected, right? When the baby comes out, they cut that cord off. And yeah, like I've talked about that before. So just like you have that connection with your mom, and hopefully, most people have a maternal mom that has that mother maternal instincts. And that is like your connection with your mom, your emotional connection with your mom, and spiritual connection. Because our umbilical cords are very spiritual too. So that's how we pass on our vibe, our positive vibe, to our children. And them to us, because it's like why people joke about cutting the cord. Like when people are like, they don't want to leave home or whatever, and they have it good at home and stuff, and they don't want to leave home, and it's like, oh, and people will say, oh, it's time to cut the cord. Cut the cord. Ever heard that? That's why they say it. All these little things that people used to say, there's a meaning behind that. Yep. Anyways, nobody else? I'm going to stay on for another 10 minutes and then I'm going to go. I've only done a couple of readings tonight, but I did a lot of talking. And yeah, if you guys haven't checked out all last week's videos that I've done, go check them out. There'll be something there for you. Mm-hmm. You're back off to bed. You have a great night too, Will. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. Thank you so much for coming back to help. And Main Girl, thank you for being here. But yeah, we'll make this channel pop soon. We'll have some exciting times. I'll set up some cool things to entertain you guys. I'll set up some cool things to do, like entertaining reading parts or whatever. Maybe I'll set up like the whole buying me a coffee thing, and then you guys can like donate to that. I think that's a different thing than PayPal. And It's less complicated, I think. I don't know. I opened I opened a website like that once, but I never finished it. And I also opened a Etsy once, but I never finished it. Oh, I definitely need it. I could use a partner, like, with this I'm doing with the channels and stuff. I could really use a partner like that would like help me physically with the stuff on the computer. Not a romantic partner. I'm looking for a work partner. I don't look for love. Love will find me when it's the right time. Got work to do. Got work to do. Life is more than about our own self gratification. I mean, yes, it's nice to have somebody to cuddle up to and wake up to and all that, but it has to be the right person. It has to be the right person. So, or else it can be very uncomfortable. And I'd rather be single than be uncomfortable. Just for any benefits. Like, I'd rather be uncomfortable single than comfortable with someone for like benefit, for like any kind of benefits. If I was unhappy, yeah, I can be unhappy all by myself. Don't need any help. Anyways, I guess people were scared to come in here tonight. Maybe as trolls out there being mean, maybe people just thought maybe just stay away. I might just get the other like video. If I can see the moon from the side, I might record it again for a bit tonight before I go to sleep. But I've been very persistent on this channel. I have been, and I will reset everything on my channel. Like, not reset everything, but I'm going to reset like my whole thing. I'm going to make it more personal, like more my personal experiences and my personal thought on why I'm here. That thing that I put up there, like a lot of that is AI generated with some things that I changed a little bit. But that's just a lot of information that nobody was ever going to read. And if I want somebody to read something about me, I want it to be like something that actually is me. You know what I mean? And that stuff, yes, it's all like a lot of the things I do, and I do a lot of those things, but it's not like my personal like reasons why I'm here, why I'm doing this. My personal and divinely guided reasons, but what actually made that happen. So oh, I know exactly who the troll was sent by, but anyways, it doesn't matter. But I remember now what I was talking about when I said, oh, I forgot what I was talking about. That was because somebody didn't want me to say that. And it was the whole damn truth and nothing but the truth. And I wasn't going to say that. I was talking about like people not telling everybody, like if they're like, like if you can't trust them, don't tell them if you've gone through something really bad, because that person will go tell somebody else and that story will totally change. Okay. And then they make you out to be the bad guy if you were actually the victim. Okay. So that's what I did. Like I opened up to my last ex's ex, and I let her in my house and everything, and we had a talk about the shit that I've been through, right? And she has a kid, so I wanted to be open about like this thing that I've gone through, and like I'm and where I stand and how I feel and whatever, and that I had gone through all that stuff, and then I had dealt with someone that was like an addict and stuff years ago, and that I was healing from that. She went around and told everybody that I was the addict. I was the meth addict, or the pill addict and the meth addict. So in this story, I was the villain when. I was the villain, and my ex-partner that I told her about, and I was confiding and I was trusting her. And she went and said, and in her story, I became the villain. So that's very childish, immature, stupid. And I called her stupid one time, right? I told her she didn't want CS in her life. And she said, "Oh, I'll call them myself," or whatever, right? On her, situation. And I said, you probably shouldn't do that because that's stupid. That'd be stupid. And because I called her stupid, she got really mad at me, and then went and did it, and then later blamed me for it. No, I had gone through the friggin' CS. Someone had called drug addicts, meth heads, fucking called CS on me. So, and an ex that didn't want to pay child support called the CS on me. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you are a good person, CS is going to be a dick to you. And so I was warning her, you don't want to call the CES. They're going to be a pain in your ass. And then she's like, oh, I'm scared, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, you're stupid. And that just came out like that. And that pissed her off. So she caused me and her ex a lot of problems. And she had already moved on with the next guy, right? Already pregnant with him and everything. But she came and broke us up because she told him that it was my fault that the CAS was in their life. Yeah, that's the story I wanted to tell earlier. And nobody's going to fucking stop me from telling my story. That is the truth. I did warn the fucking little bitch that she shouldn't call the CAS. And then, the thing was that later she blamed me, and he took that he took her side. So go fuck yourself, straight up your ass. Sorry. It's my masculine coming out of me again. Hey, way up to where you been all night? Like, seriously. We had somebody in here. Quite the character. Okay, so how does that happen, way up, dude? You're so smart, right? So how does that happen? Like, how can people show up in my chat and me not see them? I know, it may happen like that. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, I have an idea. So it may happen like that because if this dude was in another chat and being a dick, and if I blocked him on that channel and then on another channel, if he comes into my chat, I won't see his messages just like any other. But if I blocked him on mine, that would be different, right? So now you guys blocked him or whatever. I hope you didn't just put him timeout. I hope you blocked him, hit him. I think Will did hide him from the channel. But yeah, I think that's how it works. So I might have already blocked him on another panel or something, like another channel, if I was a moderator on another channel. And if he came in here, because I've never blocked him here, he could still chat in my chat, but then I blocked him, so then I couldn't see him. I was wondering how that works, because it's my channel. How can I not see what's in my chat? Because main girl said, hey, what's this dude saying? Why is he being like that? Who's he talking to? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't see anybody. Yeah, there was like some guy named Retardo that came in here. Some guy named Retardo. And because he was a troll, if his name is actually Ricardo, I'm calling him Retardo. It wasn't a mistake. I did say I was going to be 10 more minutes until I leave, but so now you got here and I'm leaving. I was just trying to like do 4 hours, 3.5 hours today. So I'm at 3.5 hours almost. I think that's good enough for today. It's almost 2 o'clock. And I actually got up at a better time today. I was up at like 12 o'clock noon. So that's a lot better. And the day before that, I was like 1 or 2. So I'm waking up before 4 o'clock, which is good. My sleep is getting kind of normal to what I'm doing. Like, I've been very persistent on doing this every night. So I'm getting into a routine. You see how that works? It's slowly, but like, I'm not trying to like get all excited and stuff because I could end up running into the wall again, the creative wall, where I don't feel like I feel stuck. But yeah, I try not to read negative comments. Like if I'm in someone else's chat, I try not to read negative comments. Or I try not to read any comments most of the time when I'm on a panel on somebody else's channel. But in my channel, I have to read the comments. Anyways, next time, tomorrow, you guys need to go get your snacks, your drinks, and stuff like that. So you're all hanging out here. Go make sure you got a couple bucks in your PayPal so you can like give me a couple bucks and we can get everybody a reading and help me get some money together to get my dog to the vet because her bumps on her skin are not going away and I need to find out what that is. I hope that she doesn't have mange or something that's contagious. Like I don't even want to touch my dog because she's got bumps all over her. And I don't know what's going on with her. Like, it's been a while now, and it can't just be that one time giving her a bath with coconut oil, shampoo, and putting coconut oil on. That can't still be so bumpy on her. So I do need to take her to the vet, for real, for real. So any money I make is getting saved for that, and to get her nails cut on the 21st. So, yeah. So if you support my channel, you're supporting my doggy, and she's my guide. She's my animals are like a big part of this channel. Yes, they are. Anyways, if y'all can afford beers every day, you can afford a reading. All right. Okay, bye guys. Love you guys. See you later, guys and girls and humans and trolls. Bye. See you later. Everybody working for the weekend. Yeah, right. Everybody working on the weekend. Bye.